to the point. Briette for Brett Lernout to slap down. He scores! Brett Lernout lets it fly and pulls the trigger. And the IceCaps open the scoring on Lernout's second goal of the season. And after last night, that's going to feel real good. Here's Stella Rose leading the attack. Freeberg to the net, lets it go, and he rifled it off the blocker. Carl Stollery leads the attack. A feed now for Blake Coleman inside the zone. Let it go! And that was a dandy save there by Jan Denis. And that Coleman, I'll tell you what, he's some kind of hockey player, Blake Coleman.
Christy Ring, who was related to the Rings of Kitty Vitty, was the greatest hurler of all time in Ireland, and he was from near my father's hometown.
Beautiful. There's a shot from the point, and the game is tied. Now here's Hudon with a chance. Hudon tried to go backdoor. And sounded like an owl, didn't it? Who that there? That's Hudon. There's the shot, and out. Denis looks behind him. Holy cow, folks. Jan Denis just got that cowhide crap down there. Chris Terry, top of the circle, right-hand side. Redmond the one-timer, and a save made. Line up with him. Here's Mark McMillan in there. McMillan into the corner, threw it out in front. Feo, oh, what a save by Mackenzie Blackwood. He gummied across there.
See, Charles Hudon's on the ice, so we get to find out what's going on, whether you're going through puberty or not.
All right, here's Hudon. George! Oh, baby, you called it, Prof. Charles Hudon, 20th goal of the season. What a blast, and the IceCaps have the lead. Stefan Matteau up there with him. This is a different-looking line. Matteau takes that feed, lets it go, and scores! Stefan Matteau! Oh, Mackenzie Blackwood would love to have it back, but Matty tucks it home, and it's 3-1 IceCaps. A blast there, redirected wide of the goal. Now they can't clear it out. There's a puck, and Jan Denis, they scored. I believe they've scored again. Is that Gazdick? Oh, Rooney in the slot. Drops it back for Scarlett. Wrist shot. That one hit a body in front, but they score. That one hit Farnham and it bounced back, and now the game's tied. There, Charles Hudon. Now Carl Stollery busting it back inside the St. John zone. Lets it go. The save is made and they score. Another soft one. And it's 4-3 Albany. Now the IceCaps Redmond going up there. He made a fine defensive play. But the puck scored it across. Redmond was able to get a stick quickly. And now a loose puck, and Redmond's got it again. Here's Zach Redmond. Long feed. Hudon's in. Scores! Oh, baby. It's Charles Hudon. And down went Blake Coleman with Hudon. Now here's Nikita Shearback getting a chance. Shearback cutting it back there. They score! Oh, baby! Chris Terry! And the St. John's IceCaps have hung on and won it by a score of 5-4.
All right, Zach, can you walk us through that play? You get your stick after you crack it. You see Hudon come off the bench with stretch pass. What were you thinking?
Well, Hoodie's good at finding those little soft spots, and I saw him. He had a ton of speed, and the D were pretty flat-footed because it was kind of a broken play. So, I found him, and then he did all the work. Great shot, had the speed to get open, so it's a good play.
After that goal goes in, you guys are down by a goal. Was there anything said on the bench, any message, come on, guys? What was the motivation to come out and try to push for the win?
I think it's kind of been the story lately. We've been starting well and not playing a full game, and the game before we ended up losing late, and we decided kind of as a group that we need to stop, and pretty unfortunate that it happened again, but it was great that we regrouped, and that shows a lot of character, and that's huge moving forward.
Feel good. That's make it interesting at the end. But yeah, we stick to the plan. We stick together. I think we showed the last 5 minutes as a team.
I like the resiliency that we showed. When they made it 4-3. I kind of felt the bench, go down a bit. But then, the leaders, stood up and said, it's not happening tonight, though. And you know what? Charlie Hudon's goal to make it 4-4, and then with Chris Terry with a big goal, nice play by Shearback. I mean, guys played really well, and you know what? They gave everything they had, even till the end.